OMG, I just had the busiest weekend. The busiest weekend at the end of September, and I thought I might like to take the time to make a response video about what happened. How's it going, YouTube? It's your Canadian boy SS. And if any of you haven't subscribed yet, and if you're new to this channel, make sure to do so. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to see any more of my videos. And if any of you guys are fans of an author known as David Walliams, that you're more than likely to subscribe to. Hey, how's it going? On the last weekend of September, a children's literature festival was being held, and it was kicking off in the beautiful town of Bath. And that is where David Walliams showed up. I'm at the Forum in Bath, and the Bath Children's Literature Festival is going down here, and David Walliams fans are crazy. Unfortunately, there was no book signing at this event, but the fans everywhere, I don't know what to say about it, but just like they're all excited to see David Walliams on that Forum stage, all of them. I can't wait to see what happens. It's been 10 years since his first book came out, and I think he could be the future Roald Dahl of the 21st century. I made it inside the Forum. I'm in the front row. I was lucky I got my ticket fast before the event sold out in minutes when the tickets were on sale in the summer period. And we have the entire range of David Walliams books at the front of the stage, like from Mr. Stink to Gangster Granny, The Boy in the Dress, all of them. I probably have a few of them at home, but I wish my broski was here in the Forum with us, but I decided to take his place for him. So broski, if you're watching this right now, you would have been really proud. So this event's gonna be fun. Anyways, David Walliams was the first author I saw in the Bath Children's Literature Festival. He gets right into it and then opens up with a joke about how to pronounce Bath.
Boys and girls, please give a warm welcome to David Walliams.
Lower your expectations. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming out to see me on this beautiful Bath morning.
It's great. First of all, Bath or Bath?
Bath.
Where are we going with this?
Well, that was Bath, wasn't it? Well, I think the people up here are saying Bath. The people down here who paid that little bit more are saying Bath. So I'm going to stick with the real people.
I thought that joke was a really great joke, and he was really entertaining, and he was being a comedian most of the time, and he is an author as well. Like, you might know him from Little Britain. If any of you guys have watched it or not, go have a go watching David Walliams in Little Britain. I gotta say, that was a brilliant joke. I probably should have thought that. I was kind of thinking that Howie Hill should have stuck with that joke. And anyways, I'm going to see him next on the last day of the Literature Festival. Anyways, it's been 10 years since David Walliams published his first book, The Boy in the Dress, and there's so many books to list that David has published worldwide, from Gangster Granny to Awful Auntie, from Grandpa's Great Escape to The World's Worst Children volumes 1 to 3. And I gotta say, there's a lot of David Walliams books to list. I wish I could list them all, but it may be a little bit too boring. But anyways, he also gave us a little sneak peek at his new title of his newest book, which will be out somewhere in November. I'm not going to tell you, because screw you. And I don't want to offend anybody. And I gotta say, that was a little bit of a surprise for us, but after that, he read an extract from Gangster Granny.
She was standing in her bra and knickers in treehouse. Mr. Parker, do you mind? Said Granny in mock horror that he had seen her in a state of undress.
That's about all I can play for a moment, so I thought he was a really entertaining person and he was really funny. But then half an hour later, after it was finished, this happened. I just came out of David Walliams' event at the Bath Kids Literature Festival. And then half an hour after the event, I was walking downtown to get some food because it was almost close to lunchtime. And then after that, about a few seconds later, I spotted David Walliams walk right past me. He walked right past me, and then I was like, for the next few seconds, I said to myself in my head, I was like, oh my god, that was David Walliams, and I couldn't believe it. He walked right past me. Anyways, that was the best minute of my life. I said by minute, I mean 60 seconds of my life. I feel like I have this excitement inside of me. I feel like I don't know, I'm running out of words. So that was the best minute of my life. And then in the afternoon, I went back to the forum again to see Cressida Cowell. She is the author of the How to Train Your Dragon series. She talked about how she wrote all 12 books. I think it's about 12. I think that's a good amount of books to write and publish worldwide. And she also talked about her Wizards of Once book series. Book number 2 has just been released and published. And she's planning on making a Wizards of Once movie series. It's in the works at DreamWorks Animation and Universal. And at the beginning, she even gave us How to Train Your Dragon fans a special look at the final movie. It was the first trailer. I've seen it already. The first trailer. It's really good. I reacted to it. And during that presentation at the Bath Kids Literature Festival, she talked about how she came along to write all 12 How to Train Your Dragon books and Wizards of Once series. 2 to start off with. I don't know, maybe probably another 10 books of the Wizards of Once in near future. And I gotta say, she's really good at drawing Toothless, like in all of her dragon books. And the illustration is more different than the Toothless in the animated version of How to Train Your Dragon, back in 2010 all the way up to 2019, which we'll get to in the next 3 months or so. And Cressida Cowell was a really nice lady, a really nice author too, and I can't wait to see what she does with this final How to Train Your Dragon movie and the Wizards of Once series. It's still in the works, and the first movie from Wizards of Once, I think it will be released about 2020, I don't know. I even had my photo taken with Cressida Cowell, which was real nice to be honest. Anyway, let's move on to the next author on the Kids Literature Festival. Of course, this guy shows up.
Hey guys, my name's Dermot O'Leary, and you might know me from The X Factor, or you might know me from the radio, or you might know me for my children's books. This is Toto the Ninja Cat and the Great Snake Escape, and this is my new book, Toto the Ninja Cat and the Incredible Cheese Heist. They're illustrated by the incredibly brilliant and bright and very talented chap called Nick East.
It's Sunday the 30th of September, and I'm heading over to the Guildhall to see Dermot O'Leary, the host of The X Factor, and also the author of his children's book, Toto the Ninja Cat. He's going to talk about how that story came along and what... Oh, good grief, I'm running out of words. I'm just too excited to see him. He'll be joined alongside his illustrator, Nick East. I'm pretty sure they made a great team making those 2 books, and I feel like they should make a 3rd book. And I have my Bath Children's Literature badge on, and I feel like I'm too excited. I, of course, am talking about the host of The X Factor, Dermot O'Leary. And he's also a radio host on BBC Radio 2, if any of you live in the UK. And he's also the children's author of his new book series, Toto the Ninja Cat, which is inspired by his 2 Italian cats that he got from Italy on some holiday. And Toto the Ninja Cat is inspired by Toto, who was blind and she couldn't see anything. I know what you're thinking. It's not Toto from the Wizard of Oz. That's a dog. Of course, I'm talking about Toto, a ninja cat. In the book, not in real life, she's not really a ninja, but in the book, she is a ninja, and I think she can hear what's happening when there's danger around every corner around the streets of London. And the second cat is named Silver, like the color silver on an iPhone. I don't know, but I think those are really good names for two cats. I should have named my two cats Toto and Silver, but Tic Tac and Lolo, they sound better. It looks like Dermot and I have something in common. Dermot has cats, and I have cats. We both have something in common. And during his presentation at the Guildhall in Bath, he talked about what his favorite children's book was, like from Father Christmas by William Briggs, Snowman, and probably Roald Dahl.
Well, I think the first book I really loved. I was all the kind of the Listen with Mother stuff, and I remember Brer Rabbit and things like that, and that was largely read to me. So the first book I picked up to read, probably at about 4 or 5, maybe 5 or 6, was Raymond Briggs' Father Christmas, which was an illustrated book, which I know, it's just wonderful. And everyone talks about the snowman, snowman's wonderful, but I love this kind of notion of this big old grumpy Father Christmas. And it was blooming Christmas all the time, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah. It's funny that was your first one, because mine was Fungus and Bogeyman, which is also Raven Briggs.
Yeah.
But I think I was more into snot and slime and
Trump
jokes,
So that, and then when I was a bit older, Roald Dahl.
Of course. Any Roald Dahl fans in the audience, I'm sure?
Yeah, of course.
He asked us to call out a name of a favorite Roald Dahl book. I had to go ahead and say Matilda.
Favourite Roald Dahl book? Shout it out.
Matilda. And then he said this.
I should have asked you what was
And then during the presentation, the audience and some younger kids were in for a chance to draw Toto the Ninja Cat in her ninja moves, like, I can't remember what Toto looked like in the drawing, but Nick East, the illustrator of the Toto books, he's done really well with those illustrations, I gotta say, and I gotta say thank you, Nick East, for making my day on the 30th of September. And I gotta say, I think the audience did a really good job, including myself, but when Dermot O'Leary looked at my illustration of my drawing of Toto the Ninja Cat, he said that it was off. He said it was off piece, or was it Nick East who said it? Was it Nick East who said it, or Dermot O'Leary? I don't know, but either one of them said that it was off piece, and that's okay with me. And then I thought it would be a good idea to do that sort of drawing. I don't mind if it was off piece. And Dermot O'Leary, he called me a rogue, but not in a rude way, but in a funny way. Like I gotta say that I knew for an instant that the comments that Dermot O'Leary was making were a joke. What I'm trying to say is that Dermot O'Leary and Nick East were not making any rude comments towards me. They were simply making a joke about my artistic ability. Anyway, here's the drawing. It was from the back of the book, like at the end of the first and second Toto book. The first book, The Great Snake Escape, was really good, and I already read the first half of Chapter 1 of The Incredible Cheese Heist. And I promise you, Dermot, I'll read the rest of Book 2. And I cannot wait to see what happens with Toto and Silver and Catface in their next adventure in Book 3. And then I even had my photo taken with Dermot O'Leary and Nick East after the presentation. They were really nice to me, and Dermot O'Leary, he is a really nice guy in person, as well as watching him on ITV, like The X Factor. And his spirit is, should I say, like, he's very entertaining as a TV host and as a radio host and as a children's author, and he nails it every time he's backstage watching the auditionees perform their song to get through to the next challenge, and leading all the way up to 6-chair challenge, judges' houses, and all the way up to live shows, and all of that he's done is just incredible, and I do appreciate the hard work of 2018's X Factor, because the live shows are in like less than 2 weeks or so.
I should have asked you what was out.
It was one of the best afternoons of my life. He was one of my favorite celebrities that I've met, alongside David Beckham. That's number 2. But Dermot O'Leary is just probably my favorite celebrity who I've met. in the UK, actually. And I can't wait to see what happens with him and Nick East when they continue writing more adventures of Toto the Ninja Cat and her brother Silver. And that's about said and done for the first half of my Bath Children's Literature Festival vlog. In part 2, I'll be seeing Howie Hill talking about his Matt Mills book, Matt Mills Stands Up, the sequel to 2017's children's book. I'd rather not explain it right now. I'd rather explain it on the second half. I think Howie Hill, I think he's going to nail it when he comes to Bath again for a second year. All that and said and done for another vlog. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next vlog. Peace! And Dermot O'Leary, thanks for making my day. And, as they say on TV, my Saturday night starts right here.